So I was born in the Eastern Cape, no Transkei. It's a village close to Cape Town. Where I grew up, we lived in a shacks. Black people were restricted to townships, and we could only attend schools with the black communities. Our education was very poor. When I look back today, it's not a good life. You know, we have our toilet facilities outside. We never used to have running water. For the whole street, we use one tap, to get our water. We used to see the white soldiers driving through the townships. Sometimes we used to go out of the house and wave to them. When they smile at us, we used to feel very happy. Sometimes they used to point a gun at us. I remember a few times, which used to really scare us, but it was just one of those things. My father used to work in a furniture shop as a driver. Those days, black people couldn't get good jobs or professions. That is how it was in most black communities in South Africa. In '91, he chose to become a Muslim. He didn't tell us, he just took us one Thursday and put us in a combi, and we all went to a mosque. There they changed our names, we became Muslim. He says nobody told him about Islam. It's just something which came from within. So I guess maybe it was Allah's way of giving hidayat. In '92, he decided to send us to a madrasa. I finished my Hifz and high school. So one of my teachers said we should do Arabic. So on Fridays we used to have khutbah lessons. That is like he used to give us the Riyadus Salihin. We copy the notes and we memorize the khutbah, the hadiths and the ayats, and we read it back to him. So on my first lesson, he saw my handwriting. He said, "You have a very good hand." He called me to his office after the lessons and gave me the first pen, the kamish, ink, and some notes, and said I should just write alifs and bars, and that's how I started. I carried on like that maybe for about 5 years or so, and after a while, he made me, I was like the calligrapher of the institute. Whenever visitors came, he used to call me and say, "No, we have our own calligrapher here." And then in 2008, I think, Hilal Kazan, one of Hassan Chelebi's students, came to South Africa. She's also a calligrapher, so they called me and said, "No, we also have our calligrapher." And I brought my khutbah books and my writings. And she said, "No, he's got a good hand, but he needs a teacher." So when she came back to Istanbul, she spoke to Hassan Hoja and said, "There's a young man, he's a Hafiz also, and he would like to be a student." And he wasn't taking students at that time, but he said, "Since he's a Hafiz, I will make an exception and let's see how it goes." I came 2009 for 4 months, just to try if I could do it or not. And then they said I had a good hand, but you cannot become calligrapher in 4 months or 1 year. When I started, I really loved it and enjoyed it. And I wanted to be one of the best, not just in South Africa, but after coming to Istanbul, I realized that I wanted to stay more than 1 year. I used to spend many hours, sometimes until after Fajr. It used to be sometimes 10 hours, sometimes more. There's a lot of people who do 2, 3, 4 years and they think they are the best. They think they are finished. They think they are all there. But calligraphy takes a long time. It's a lifetime journey. That's why we are still here. Hassan Hoja, I look at him like a father or maybe a grandfather. Very understanding. He always look for the best in my work. He doesn't look at the bad, and he has to encourage me. This is the collection. This was very old. I think I did this 3 years ago. فيها كتب قيمة. This is محقق بسم الله. People think I'm a master, in South Africa, but I need another 15 years. It's been a long journey and there's a lot of difficulties and obstacles, but alhamdulillah, I'm happy.